Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am your host, Tone Deaf Dakota. This is my MPC. As you can see, it's on. Uh, I had a whole video that I did where I actually unscrewed it live and did all of this other stuff. Right now, as you can tell, this is a Mach 1. There's no speaker at the bottom. It is still on. Let me show you something real quick. See that? That is saying that I have 59.5 free gig space on a Mach 1. We're going to turn it off. See, it's asking for me to shut down. We're shutting down. The reason why we're doing this is because something simple. This is the original chip that was inside the MPC Live, right? I can't show it to you because I already did it. I already took it apart. I didn't already did all of that stuff. So my bad. When I originally recorded the video, when I originally recorded the video, I was taking it apart and everything. Here, I'll show you another picture. As you can see, there's like screws and all that other stuff. I did a whole bunch of stuff over there, right? And the crazy part is now that I already did all of that, basically, let me show you what I did. Simply came here. I'm not actually taking it fully apart. I just took off the back, right? All I'm not doing anything special. So what I'm gonna do is switch camera angles real quick. Show you what kind that is. Hopefully we can see that. Yeah, it's kind of blurry. 64 gigs, 64 gig chip. So what I'm gonna do is switch angles again. Boom. Right. We're just gonna put it in. Right. We're gonna switch angles again. Turn this bad boy on. Right. Now, I'm not doing anything. I want you to understand that. I'm not doing anything. I'm not changing anything. Um, I did the video already, but it didn't have audio. So I had to kind of like do it this way. We're going to remind me later. Hit the start button. Bam. Go ahead and press this button here. Hit here. And then watch this. Boom. 59.5 gigs free of internal storage. Make sure you understand that internal storage. So all I did was upgrade the internal storage. This is a live Mach 1. See, still on live Mach 1. You feel what I'm saying? All MPCs can do this. They all have the same chip. They all have the same motherboard on the inside. The original chip was this 16 gig chip, right? All I did was take it apart, put in a 64 gig chip, upgrade, bam. Now, let's make sure we understand something here. Yes, Akai just put out the MPC X SE with the 2 gigs of RAM, with the additional 2 gigs of RAM, which makes it 4 gigs of RAM. And I think it's like a 64 gig chip too. But they got some internal sounds that they put on it. Let's make sure we understand a couple of things. One, y'all gonna end up buying that. Y'all gonna end up buying that because the software is what's the real kicker here. The software, if you notice, Akai, they're doing things slowly. They're introducing things to you slowly, but I'm telling you, I can see the writing on the wall. They're gonna start having more more internal uh, excuse me, they're going to have more internal sounds and things like that. When they have those internal sounds, all those internal sounds use the RAM. Um, so you're going to need that RAM upgrade. They're going to make it where you're going to need that RAM upgrade. This is, make sure, let's grab my phone, 4 o'clock in the morning. If you can see that, let me see if I can get a better picture. See, 4 o'clock in the morning. See that? May 1st. So I just want you to know that Akai is going to get you to buy that RAM by creating more plugins. Now, the more plugins is definitely going to be something that you're going to want. I'm hoping that they're going to double the track space, go from 8 gigs to 16. I mean, not, excuse me, not 8 gigs, but if they go from 8 tracks over to 16 tracks, then it's going to be worth the RAM upgrade. These machines are very capable, but they are Linux based. These things do a lot, but they're not going to be able to do it all. You're going to eventually upgrade. You're going to upgrade, especially if you're going to keep going in the direction that they're going. They're adding more RAM. They're adding more effects. They're adding more plugins. All that's going to need more RAM. Now, is there a free way to get around this? Yes. If you buy if you buy the Akai Force immediate to your MPC, then you have 4 gigs of processing power because the Akai Force has 2 gigs, your MPC has 2 gigs, and MIDI data is extremely small. So, and I want you to understand, even if you go on Akai's website and you actually read the Akai Force product, there's a space in there where they're talking about disk streaming. Disk streaming is when it's basically it's able to read off of the drive, but not read the whole thing. Especially if you don't need the whole thing immediately, it'll like read half of it and upload it quickly. So this streaming has saved a lot of RAM, especially on the Force. The Force needed it. The Force had to have it. The Force as a product is different from the NPCs. I know a lot of people keep comparing them and trying to say that they're the same thing. They're not the same thing. The NPC is more of a like this like here you make a song, and the Force you kind of like take a song out and go party with the song. That's kind of what the Force is. It's kind of like a DJ thing. It has a lot of resemblance to Ableton, and it does a great job of getting into Ableton. You feel what I'm saying? Um, does it do it all? No. No one product is going to do it all. But trust what I'm saying to you. If you have an MPC like this and you have the Force, you basically got 4 gigs. And as of right now, Akai is using the Force, has all the same plugins, all the same sounds, all everything. So if you got a Force, it's basically an extra 4 gig, an extra 2 gigs, and you don't need to have all of the same stuff that you know people who don't have that product are going to need. So are people going to spend the money for the X SE? I think so, because if you really look at the SE, it's a simple thing. Right now, May 1st, 2023, 4 o'clock in the morning, um, on Sweetwater, I seen it say 17.99 for a used one, and another well, uh, 1,799, and another one was 1,899. If you take the 1,800 one and you add $500 to it, which is basically the plugins that you get, you're looking at already that's 23 right there, 2,300 plus in the additional 2 gigs of RAM plus the 64 gig chip. Bam, there's another $200. There's your 25. You feel what I'm saying? Is it worth it? It's going to be worth it when the software catches up to it. The 3.0 software that everybody's been talking about, I'm hoping that that's going to come out soon. That's what's going to be the deal breaker here. People who have this one, the live, the like, I'm pretty sure the Ren, the live, the studio, and I'm talking about the live one, not the live two, but the live one, the studio, the Ren, the touch, all those are going to become all obsolete. I can see that being something that happens, like they all become obsolete and they move on with just the ones that have the more RAM, the quicker storage, and so on and so forth, which makes sense. The reason why they want to put out new product, not just so you can buy it, but so that they can move forward in their evolution on where they're going. I think that they're going to try to open it up to where other companies can make sounds for them, which I hopefully I suggest that because uh, In Music brand owns a lot of companies. They own Air, they own Sonovox, they own a lot of other companies, so they can add more sounds to this bad boy. They don't have they don't have problems like that, but they already started with the Odyssey. If you look at the Odyssey and you go into manufacturing, like search by manufacturing, the Odyssey has a different name than everything else. So that means that there's another company that made that Odyssey. So the point that I'm making to you is that I can see more companies coming out with more sounds, more different things for this bad boy. Now, do I think this the one and all the other ones, the lower ones, I think they're going to automatically get discontinued? No, they're on their way out. They're on their way out the door, just not as fast. But like I said, and like I've already proven, you can upgrade this thing yourself, but at the same time, the internal RAM you're not going to upgrade, but you're going to, as far as that like 64 gigs of storage, you're able to do that real quick. So at the end of the day, um, yeah, good move for Akai. I can understand people being salty about it, but I just proved that you can upgrade, the internal storage. So I can see why people don't even want to do that. And if you buy like I said, if you buy a Force, you you got your extra 2 gigs right there. Now, I've seen Forces go as cheap as $3.99 online. At $3.99, a Force is worth buying. Um, but when they start getting to like 500, 600, 700, 8, I can understand, especially like around 8, people don't want to buy it. But just to let you know, like, if you don't get that RAM upgrade, you're probably gonna. I would buy a Force. Um, and trust, Akai doesn't sponsor me. I bought all my own stuff. This is not a sponsored video by Akai. Matter of fact, this is my first video. Well, this is my first video coming back out because I've been trying to do this for a while. But hopefully, you guys understand what I'm talking about. And all my MPC heads, salute. Um, Thank you for watching. Press that subscribe, hit that notification bell. Make sure you're able to get all my new videos when they come out. I'm attempting to make this a more serious channel with this. Um, you saw what quickly I could do with just something simple. You know what I mean? Because see, Akai knows y'all not gonna open this bad boy up. It's dudes like me who are out of our minds. You know what I mean? We're gonna open it up. You know what I mean? We don't even care about like warranty. Who cares about a warranty when you're a technician like myself? Because I'm a computer service technician, but I'm also like I do electronics and stuff like that. When you're a technician and you know how to solder and all that other stuff, you're gonna open it up. So, uh, hopefully, this was a good video for you. If you didn't like it, go ahead and hit that thumbs down. If you did, hit that thumbs up. And thanks. Thanks for coming to the Tone Deaf Dakota show. I'm your host, Tone Deaf Dakota. Y'all have a great day and night.